thought it was last night.
It was.
So y'all end up staying over.
Yeah, man, come on, dog. I live in St. Mary's County.
Man, look, you be coming from you come from Maryland Live like it ain't nothing.
That is true. But this time it was open bar and all that. So yeah, we stand at the Renaissance in Baltimore Harbor.
Oh, that's sweet. That's what's up. That's a nice little joke. Oh yeah, now you should get big points for this weekend.
Come on, man. This is a super date night, man.
Big points.
I'm like, I need to be planning the fellas trip.
Right. Exactly.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
You know, let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's go somewhere, man.
Yeah.
I got some airfly points.
Yeah, I got some. I got somebody I use as well. But anyway, like I was saying, man, with that Matt Ryan joint, man, this dude, I don't know what his stat total breakdown was, but I know he had like 12 at halftime, and he ended up with I think like 15. and while the other team put up another 30-something points.
Man, to be tied to, I mean, look, this is 2 for Matt Ryan. This is, you got
2 all-time epic comebacks. You on the wrong end of both.
Like,
man, I don't know what's up with Kirk Cousins.
He probably was having PTSD.
I know, right?
Flashbacks.
God, dog. And so the thing is, right? So like I said, with Minnesota coming back, I'm like, okay, it's got to be a points bonanza because people got everybody got to put the ball up. Minnesota got to put the ball up to to come back, and then and Matt Ryan, he's gonna have to put the ball up to keep the lead, and they went to overtime, and this dude ended up with 14 points, and but Dalvin Cook, he ended up having a nice day because he had that long run. To close the game out.
It seemed like everybody on Minnesota went over.
Yep.
So what I was going through, right, was that Zeke. I was in the playoffs, right? I'm in the playoffs, and Zeke has Justin Jefferson. He started the first half at 8 points. I was like, okay, but I had Justin Jefferson on my other league, but it wasn't really big money. This was the big money league, so I'm like, I'm hoping Justin Jefferson will go off. Man, I look back at the end, he already got 33 points. I sent y'all what he had, and then Josh Allen gave him 84 points.
Huh?
Dang.
Damn, 84. He had 4 touchdowns, right? He had four touchdowns.
4 touchdowns, 80 yards rushing.
Damn,
so you get a point for every for every first down. So he had like
you said I saw that you said something about you get points for first down.
Man, 84 points. I'm like, ain't no way I'm gonna be able to come. I still got an opportunity because I got Justin Fields. He can put up that same amount of points.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man.
Yeah, I'm going to Justin Fields, man. I'm hoping we are opposite because I'm sitting here like, come on, man. All my points was on the bench last night. J.K. Dobbins, 125 yards.
Man, who was you starting at running back?
Man, I went with A.J. Dillon because you know why they got me? I had J.K. Dobbins in the whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they kept playing that video of him hobbling. And he got that long run. And I was like, man, this Bama ain't 100%. And And sure enough, he went off. And Cleveland defense went off.
Yeah.
Man, you was talking about that all last week. I'm gonna hit Cleveland. Cleveland defense. You was screaming that.
Who defense did you play?
I went with Green Bay against the Rams.
What?
Yeah. Only thing I can say is that
you went Huntley against Aaron Rodgers.
So they had.
I mean,
so he had, yeah. So he it was a good matchup against the Rams, but Green Bay defense hasn't really stopped nobody. So
they ain't stopping nobody. But I'm like, I've been looking at who they've been playing. This is by far the weakest offense they've had in a while. So, and I'm like at home coming off by. Come on now. Come on. But see, that was the other thing is I just didn't like the matchup. I don't like.
And you think Green Bay was going to try to make the playoffs?
Yeah. I mean, they got a chance, but I didn't like playing Cleveland defense and J.K. Dobbins. I just didn't like that combination. You know what I mean? I don't like when I play a defense and I got an offensive player against. You know that, but this the rare time where they both went off. So I just got to
Yeah.
hope that I can get through that and get through Justin Fields.
What's the score right now? I ain't even got it up yet.
I got Dino and Tyler Lockett gave me 26, and then I got 21 from Tyreek. And he had Njoku. Njoku gave him 5 points, so 5 or 6 points. So it's
Okay.
about 50-50 right now.
Hey, you talk. You know what? Talk about what's the name? A group trip, right? Let's go ahead. Also try to see if we get like a playoff run if Washington gets in. I know my San Fran's in. Washington get in, we should go to a playoff game.
Hey, I've never been to a playoff game.
I know, me
Look,
neither.
I was gonna say, as any of us look, at least not in this time. Yeah. If you did, it's been a minute.
Yeah, I haven't been to a playoff game.
So look, yesterday. I started. I don't know. It don't look like it was a good idea. I started Deshaun Watson over Trevor Lawrence yesterday.
What?
Hey man, because Trevor Lawrence got Dallas this week. So they run defense suck, but their pass defense.
Trevor Lawrence is on fire right now.
I know, but I was like, Deshaun got Baltimore's defense, which has been terrible, and I was like, Trevor Lawrence going against Dallas, who give up a bunch of run points, but don't really give up a lot through the air. I think I might outsmart him, and I can still play Trevor Lawrence, but I got Justin Herbert playing Tennessee, so I'm like he a lock pretty much.
Oh yeah, Justin Herbert. Yeah.
I was trying to go for a home run. I was like maybe this the game that Deshaun wants to get off the get his mojo back, but and then so I had I had two people playing that game and it still didn't work out for me because damn Mark Andrews gave me 6 points.
Yeah, but you got to go with Mark Andrews.
Right. So
yeah, you should have. But see, here's the thing, though. I don't know. What I'm hoping about, so I started A.J. Dillon. So I had I already told you why I didn't go with Deontay Foreman. There's too many people in the backfield, and he not getting.
right.
Then I got Akers. I had Dobbins. I got Dillon. Like
I would have did Dylan Dobbins for Akers.
no, I mean I always start one out of those.
Okay.
Out of all those four, Deontay Foreman was out, so between Akers, Dobbins, and Dillon, and you would go with Akers.
Nah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go with Akers either. I mean, because Akers, he just super touchdown dependent. He don't get no yards. He don't get no catch. So if he get a touchdown, he can get you 10, 12 points. But to me, Aaron Jones not 100%. If the game get out of hand, Dillon gonna get all that garbage time. That's what I'm hoping on. You know what I mean? So my game script is low scoring game. Green Bay go up maybe like 17-3. Then AJ Dillon just get a bunch of garbage time. So
I got Green Bay winning this like multiple touchdowns. I got the receivers going off. They got their receivers back.
what so that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they go up. And then they just be doing little dump offs and runs to AJ Dillon because Aaron Jones not 100%. So if they go up, they ain't gonna be having Aaron Jones out there, like risking getting injured.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, you're right.
But that one video threw me off for JK.
All they can think of was what if he get out there and start hollering and I start.
Come on now. But now I think about it, they in the playoff race, so it's different. Like you're gonna have him out there hobbling because you need to win to stay in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So where Aaron Jones, I feel like you ain't gonna have him out there hobbling because, you know, I don't know. But I don't know.
Overthinking. I'll think of yourself.
Yeah. I mean, but he can still AJ Dillon can still get you 80 in the touchdown, and that'd be
Yeah,
the same Dobbins.
No,
I think
he not done. So
yeah, I think you still got a chance, man. You were just looking at who's gonna outperform. You need just the most
Right.
you can get.
right.
That Cleveland defense, 20 points, that's gonna be hard to outperform.
Look, if you had them Colts in there, oh man, if you saw that Colts performance coming up,
But did it still do good? Because they let.
I don't know. You know what? I haven't checked it since then.
I mean, they did have touchdowns though.
They had touchdowns. That's the that should have gave them 20 points off the break.
But it probably went down to like 12.
They end up with in the pocket joint, they ended with 26.5 points.
Oh, still? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Man. All right, look, man. Let's so we'll run down the games, but let's see. Injury report update. So we know
Jose, the link come out today.
Oh, my bad. I was
yeah.
I was just looking at that. My bad. Hold up. I'm about to send it right now. I was just looking at it.
See how you doing, right?
He's real slow with that link this week. After we dropped jams on the last week too.
All right, I just sent it out.
He got a little insight. It was like, yeah, that's it. That's y'all done.
Right.
No, man, because it was 2 games, so I totally forgot, man. It was 2 games because you got Saturday and Sunday. So I was like, when he sent it, I forgot to send it out.
Okay.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I ain't gonna forget, man. I definitely gonna send it out. I may wait late, like a minute before the game.
So look, as far as the injuries go, not expected to play. I don't know. It don't mean much. I don't think. Kenny Pickett ruled out. Damian Pierce, Nico Collins from Houston. Chase Claypool is out for Chicago. He hadn't done anything early anyway. Oh man, they said Mike White was a late scratch. They was hoping he would play. Then he ended up.
Yeah, Zach Wilson playing.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to start any of your Jets at all. I got Zonovan Knight. I don't know what it's and he playing Detroit, so I don't know if that bodes well for him or not. Look, that's another. Keep this in the back of your mind. I had a choice between Zonovan Knight and Antonio Gibson, but so White dealing with the ribs situation. He's not playing. Cooks for Houston not playing. Jose Hint. Nico Collins and Brandon Cooks out for Houston.
There you go. That Rodney name Moore, Chris Moore.
Corey Davis is out for the Jets. Cortland Sutton is out for Denver. Damian Harris for New England. Russell Wilson is out for Denver. Devontae Parker for New England. And Kendall Hinton for Denver is out. Treylon Burks, unfortunately, is out for Tennessee. So he sometimes injuries can clip your pitch a little bit. You're like, you know what? Well, I guess I don't have to worry about. Yep. Hayden Hurst is out for Cincinnati, and Lamar Jackson, of course, we saw he didn't play yesterday. So this is another thing. Game time decision. Trevor Lawrence. It says. He was limited to practice on Friday. He's officially listed as questionable in week 15. I'm pretty sure he's going to play, though. And so he was never quite able to log a full session this week. But the fact he did not practice in some capacity on Thursday and Friday, that he did practice in some capacity on Thursday and Friday is a good sign. Let's see. And he's dealing with a toe issue. Jawan Johnson, tight end for New Orleans, is questionable, dealing with an ankle issue. And this is after he missed the game against Tampa Bay, and then they had a bye week last week. Adam Troutman, that's 2 tight ends for New Orleans that's out. So it looked like what's the boy name? Quarterback.
Andy Dalton.
With the tight end quarterback for New Orleans. What's his name?
Taysom Hill.
Dalton.
Taysom Hill. Yeah, look like
Both tight ends out.
It's a game time decisions. Juwan Johnson and Adam Troutman, both game time decisions. So
I don't trust him. I don't know if I can trust. I mean, that's a good point, man. But because Taysom Hill, he gonna give you those. You know, he got that boom or bust, but he been just bust the last 8 out of 9 weeks.
Yeah, man, like we said, in the beginning of the season, man, he gonna have 3 games. You be like, damn, this man will get ready to blow up.
Right.
He gonna disappear the rest of them. You just got better time in 3 games.
Yeah, he could definitely blow up this game. This is a candidate, but like I got Cole Kmet. I'd rather go with him.
Right. And they playing Atlanta, so it's definitely an opportunity. Julio Jones is a game time decision for Tampa Bay. Daniel Bellinger, tight end for the Giants, is a game time decision. He is, and then Aaron Jones is a game time decision.
Went out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you too. I was like, I hear all y'all. Turn said he can't hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Aaron Jones, he's the game time decision. It says before they bye week in week 14, Jones was dealing with a shin injury. So let's see. So they had a bye week last week. So
yeah, we hear you.
Oh.
You got headphones. You put headphones on.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Man, so expected to play. DJ Moore is expected to play. Let's see. I'm not sure if you want to play him, but he's expected to play. They're dealing with an ankle injury. And then hamstring Tony, Kadarius Tony, he actually is expected to play this week. I did want y'all to play him.
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna play him, but not in one of the daily lineups, but I'm not playing against y'all like that.
Jake is expected to play. Ramondre Stevens is expected to play. Marquise Brown is expected to play as well. T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd are both expected to play, as well as Jacoby Myers. So they were all on the injury report coming into the weekend, but they're all expected to play. And why do I have so much? I don't know why I have no Jacob, but got a whole bunch of Jacoby Myers. I don't know how I let that happen in the draft. Could have had Josh Jacobs in that slot picking up that Myers. So that's the injury report, man. Looking back at the games that have already been played, we talked about that Colts Vikings extravaganza that they had. What y'all think about the Bills Buffalo game? Buffalo won 32-29. Josh Allen went off 300 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Right now,
I was happy Mostert went off. I needed him to go off. I ain't expect him to give me that amount of points, but I was glad he did.
Yeah, I saw that. And Mostert had a decent. I didn't get a chance to watch this game. Most ended up with 136. But Ahmed had got the touchdown in the back. I don't know how that. He must have vultured one. Waddle went off last night, which was interesting.
Yeah, I had both. That's crazy. I had both of them. I had Waddle and Mostert. I needed playoff numbers.
Look, so the thing is, you had him in our league, right? Waddle.
I think so.
Because I think you needed him to go off like last week was the week you needed him to go off.
No. Gene has Waddle.
Oh, Gene has Waddle in that league. So let's see. So Tua had 2 touchdowns, 234 yards passing, but he wasn't accurate yesterday. He was 17 for 30. He had a decent outing. But Allen led him, both in passing and rushing yesterday. Did lose a fumble. Dawson Knox. I don't know what league, but I know I seen Gene pick up Dawson Knox in one league. I don't know what league he picked up in, but he definitely.
I think it was in the podcast league.
Was it?
Yeah, because he cut Komet.
Oh, okay. And so too bad they don't count. Like I'm telling you, this he gonna blow up this week. He gonna be looking like, oh man, my point total looking nice.
Well, I'm telling you, because he set up to play the number 16 who got McCaffrey. And, McCaffrey been going off.
That's Glass Manor, right?
Yeah, he set up to play his boy. Glass Manor. And Glass Manor is, I think he got McCaffrey and somebody else.
Oh, he got a squad. He got a squad.
Yeah. So
the interesting thing, right? So Glass Man and Sharp Squad, they both in Gene's league. And so both they're gonna have a lot of trash talk between the two. Sharp had Justin Jefferson, so and Pittman. So he ain't going away easy. But Glass Manor had Cousins and McCaffrey. So they got a nice little.
Yeah, I know he's gonna have some trouble.
Man, Gene. All right.
He got Miles Sanders, McCaffrey.
If he got to play Glass Manor, he might be in trouble. Yeah.
Terrence, we back to the format. Yo, this format.
Hey, Terrence, you gonna survive this one? I think you got it.
Man, all those points on my bench just made me nervous. It's going after the Philly game. I know after we see what Justin Fields do. If Justin Fields give me one of those 40-point games, then I don't know. But if he just give me something regular, then I got a chance. So that's the game I'm watching.
Shoot, you better hope Prescott is the top of the line Prescott and not the one that he's tripping.
Well, one thing you're gonna have to put up some points against Jacksonville, I think.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about Prescott. Mixon is always up and down. You know what I mean? But I'm more worried about Monday. I think it's gonna come down to Monday.
What made you pick Geno Smith instead of Aaron Rodgers?
Like I said, I've been watching Aaron Rodgers all year. Like all year, he's been on my roster. Ain't nobody been watching him closer than me. Every time Aaron Rodgers had multiple games where you this the game he gonna beat Aaron Rodgers. He has not done it all year. He ain't done it all year.
I think people confusing Watson's blow-ups with Aaron Rodgers production.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
that's not the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but I mean, for me, I was like, who would I rather lose with? I would rather lose with Geno because Geno got me there all year. All year he been consistent. Even when I bench him, it's a mistake that I bench him and he go off. So I wasn't gonna have it happen to me again. I was like, Aaron Rodgers has disappointed me 2 or 3 times. I put him in. If I put him in again and he disappoint me, it can only be my fault. If he go off and then this would be the first time he did it all year. So I can't be mad at myself. But like I said, nobody been watching him like I've been watching him, yo.
He had 19 points against Dallas, 18 against Tennessee.
That was his best game. The Dallas game was his best game.
Yeah. But he's got so much on the line right now. He's trying to make the playoffs. This is, he has 2 good receivers coming back. He got Dobbs coming back. He has Watson. He got his running back.
If he go off, that's great. If he go off, that's great. I
feel you. You ride with the person who got you there.
I'm riding with the person who got me there. You know what I mean? And Geno, even though he only got me what he did, to me, that's his floor. So he gave me his floor. Where Aaron Rodgers,
his ceiling was another 5 points.
Exactly.
Right. I got you.
His ceiling is like 16, 17.
I mean,
you know what I mean? So
I think it's good to explain that because a lot of people have that probably that same scenario. Just don't know, like, okay, what should I do? Like sometimes you gotta ride with the person who got you there. Like I benched I benched Damian Pierce last week, right? And Damian Pierce got me to the playoffs, and he outperformed my starter that I benched him for.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like at this point, it's like who would I rather lose with?
Right.
If I go out with Gino and Lockett, I go out with Gino and Lockett. They the only reason I'm there right now. Well, let me not say that it's been a bunch of people, but Gino and Lockett has been a
Being
big part of
consistent.
it.
Yeah.
So
So anybody watch the Baltimore Cleveland game?
I
I
started
saw
to so
pieces of
boring.
it.
Yeah, it was so boring. I was like, nah, I was going back and forth with looking at the other games.
Yeah, man. So it definitely wasn't a points bonanza. I think as they mentioned before, uh, Deshaun Watson had opportunities to kind of right the ship a bit, uh, but he was still mediocre. Ended up with he had like 16 points, something like that. No, actually, I'm sorry, he ended up with like 13 points um, in most leagues. Nick Chubb, he had 99 yards rushing on 21 carries, but just couldn't get in the end zone. So, that's tough because it make it look like his day was just pretty mediocre. But he's right on the cusp of 100 yards. Just couldn't get into the end zone. Donald Peoples-Jones scored, had receiving, and that's pretty much it, man. Wasn't much to talk about in this game.
I should have never told Gene about him.
Peoples-Jones, I know. The one bright spot was Baltimore. They only put up 3 points, but how does Dobbins run for 125 yards on 13 carries and they don't get in the end zone at all?
He got caught, so he ran for he did like I think a 60-yard rush,
Uh,
and they walked him.
Yeah, I'm saying because his leg messed up.
He said he said out loud to the fans that I won't get caught next year.
oh man, so they must have pulled him out after that to try to give it to somebody else, but they still didn't score a touchdown. That's crazy.
Yeah, then Tucker missed the field goal, and then he got a field goal block too.
Wow.
Blocked for a touchdown.
Block for it wasn't block for a touchdown.
Oh, I thought the Browns did a block for a touchdown.
Nah, the only touchdown was Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, he scored because they only had 13.
Right.
And let me see. Cleveland ended up with 16 points. They had 3 sacks, 1 interception, 1 fumble, 3. Let me see, 1 block. We know right now Indianapolis is the number 1 scoring defense so far this week with 7 sacks, 2 interceptions, 1 TD, 1 fumble, and 1 block.
That's embarrassing.
I know the defense is looking at them like, you got to be kidding.
Right.
Spotted you 33 points.
Right.
Did you see Kirk's response?
I saw.
He said Adrian Peterson told him at halftime, hey guys, we only need 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, he said he thought he was joking. He thought he was being sarcastic. That does sound like somebody trying to be funny. Like, you only need 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, but you got to, you know what? I give it up to Kirk, man. For the last, he been putting up 400 points for like last 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, or something like that. He hasn't been scoring a lot of touchdowns, but it'd be a lot of yards.
And forget Kirk Cousins, man.
Man, listen. So you had the
Gene made me not like Kirk Cousins no more, yo.
Right, Gene will make it.
Oh man. And so we saw the San Fran Seattle game. San Fran defense, man, made it tough again for the opposing quarterback. Gino ended up 31 for 44, 238 with a touchdown. Kenneth Walker only had 47 yards. He was kind of iffy coming into the game. Lockett led the team. Him and Metcalf both tied for seven receptions. He ended up with 68 yards. Just think Noah Fant was the only one to get a touchdown through the air.
Yeah, my boys was flying. That defense was all over the place.
That's Frank. I was like, they back there, like hitting people after the play and hitting people out of bounds.
Look, you sounded real soft.
Yeah. Nah, man. Nah.
So look, we talked about Kittle, man, and whether or not they would keep him, need to keep him in for blocking or what have you.
It's Kittle too, man.
Did you? Yeah, man, Kittle. You benched him, but who did you play instead of Kittle?
Schultz, 11.
Who?
I put Dallas Schultz in.
Oh, Schultz. Oh, okay.
Because man, all year he hasn't been consistent.
No, yeah, because they be using him to block too much.
And then this one, he went. I forgot that every prime time he always shows off. So I was dumb. I forgot.
Man, I was looking at McCaffrey, man. That dude, he got fresh legs.
Let me ask you this: did you see Mason? They do not want to put this guy in, and this dude's a monster.
Because McCaffrey running so well.
Right.
Yeah, but why run him so hard when you have a backup that can run just as good?
I think in that game, I don't think they ever felt like it was, completely in hand. So, but Mason had 4 carries, 64 yards, with an average of 16 yards a carry. Right now, the leaders in the clubhouse are Josh Allen, Kirk Cousins. They both over 30 plus points. Tua was under 20 with 18. Brock Purdy had 16. Gino with 15. Man, number one receiver right now. Take a wild guess. Who got this week?
Tyreek Hill, right?
Nah, man. KJ Osborne. I said number one receiver right now. KJ Osborne.
Oh yeah, I would have said that.
Oh,
I think he had like 1 touchdown.
157 yards receiving, 1 touchdown, and on 10 catches. He outpaces his partner on the other side, Justin Jefferson. Thielen caught a touchdown. I thought I did see that. So they had points. You could pick anybody from this game and came out on top. Thielen scored a touchdown. Osborne, Jefferson, Cook, Ham. So both Justin Jefferson and KJ Osborne over 24 points this weekend. Jalen Waddle third with just under 20 at 18.9. Tyreek Hill had 17, almost 17 and a half. Tight end, George Kittle is in the clubhouse leading. Dawson Knox, number 2 at the moment with 18. Kittle's the only one over 20 points so far. Man, look, the kicker for Indianapolis. This man had 3 30-plus field goals, 1 40-plus yard field goal, 1 50-yard-plus field goal, and 3 extra points. 21 points right now. How many did he look? The question is, how many he got in my league in the pocket joint?
He got 21.
See, that's about right then. The scoring that y'all be getting on me so bad about.
you try to plug your scoring.
Oh, okay. I'm glad we talk about this every week. It's about you reduce the quarterback. So now you got kickers dropping 21 and quarterbacks struggling to get 13 points.
Right, struggling.
Right.
That's
the problem.
A sack will hurt you.
Oh man! 5. And nobody got McLaughlin on. Dang, he just sitting there on the bench on the waiver pool with 21 points.
Every week discussion.
Oh man! You want to roll with Gino this week? Don't blame me.
And I wish I should have been able to put a kicker right there. I would have played a kicker.
Right. Make the flex a kicker.
Oh man. Ain't no happiness nowhere in fantasy football. I'm telling y'all. Oh man, so
Not around this time.
Nope. Man, let's see. So let's look at the upcoming games this week. Let me see here.
Argentina giving them that work.
Who was that?
Argentina.
Oh yeah, they started at 10:00, right?
Is who they winning? Who's winning?
They winning 2-0.
Dang, they got 2 points already.
Yeah, Messi got one.
Jesus Christ! that's 2 points in a soccer game. That's
a
blowout stats.
That's a blowout.
Messi, like, look, I'm not. I ain't taking no chances. What channel you watching the game on?
It's on Fox.
I got it. I'm going to wake RJ up. He been. I guess look. This tell you the school that RJ at, right? The World Cup started. He came home all excited. Daddy, did you know the World Cup? The U.S. is playing so and so this tonight. Yeah, I think I had to fake my enthusiasm. I didn't know they was playing. Let me see something real quick. All right, let me get back on track. I'm maybe trying to find get the game on.
Man, I'm trying to figure out how to beat y'all on daily on this DraftKings today.
Oh, I got a lineup for y'all today.
Man,
go ahead. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm looking at, but I ain't gonna give y'all the exact thing because I know Roddy be trying to copy my team.
I knew that was coming.
Roddy be having like the same 4 or 5 players, yo. Every week.
Listen, I got a process. I'm all about process. So I set my foundation, and then we fill in the rest after that.
Yeah, but it's like you gotta have that one play. Like you had Moore, I had Anger. It's like you gotta have that one player that's gonna break out.
Mm-hmm.
That's that alpha connection, man.
Man, I don't know what it is, but I'll be like,
I need to take a step back.
Like, dang.
As soon as they start showing players, like, this nigga here.
Right.
Oh man.
I see you ain't talking about your lineup.
Huh? What?
You talk about?
No,
I listen.
I'm gonna talk about the games that I'm eyeing, but I can't give out my specific lineup. But I'm gonna tell y'all the games that I'm looking at.
Okay, yeah. Please do. Please enlighten us.
I mean, I don't know. It's just the games. To me, if you pick the right game, then you in there. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why I wish that Minnesota game would have been a day.
But see, that Minnesota game would have had you mad because you would have been looking at the first half like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, no, you didn't have. I was happy. Let's see. So man, this let me see. So scrolling through the Saturday games, those have already played. First game we're gonna look at is gonna be. Oh man, this is not one of those games. Falcons versus Saints.
I don't know.
I kind of like this. I think Ritter's gonna do all right. So these are my guys. I got Ritter, Patterson, London. I think it's gonna go off. I think on Olave, Kamara. I think them two gonna go off. And my gut feeling say Rashid Sneed or something like that, or Shaheed. I think he's gonna go off. So those are my guys.
Rashid, who is that?
He's the speed receiver.
Oh, yeah.
His name is Rashid something.
Saints or for the Falcons?
Saints.
For the Saints.
Yeah, he a deep threat. I saw him catch a deep joint.
Yeah, like every game he always got one.
Oh,
and he played kickoff return, punt returner.
So look, talking about the pace of game, right? Pace of play. Last 6 games, Atlanta's 27, right? With the second highest rush rate since week 8. The Saints are 31st in neutral pace, but they've been chucking the ball at the 10th highest rate. So they're not playing fast, but they passing a lot. And then it says from a rushing standpoint, Cordero Patterson since week 11 has played 46 to 58% of the snaps, averaging 12 and a half touches a game and 63 yards, basically 64 yards a game, or 63 yards a game. But they still running that committee approach. And it says the Saints have not been a good run, have not been a run defense to fear since week 10. They're 17th and rushing success rate, 22nd and rushing yards per game, and 13th and explosive run rate allowed. Just not sure how confident you could be in that backfield with them still running that committee. Let's see, Alvin Kamara, he's RB15 on the season, averaging 17 and a half touches, 90 yards per game. It ranks third in target share, ninth in routes run, second in route participation, and fifth in yards per route run. It says all those look great except when you arrive at his touchdown equity. He has 3 touchdowns this season that were all scored in the same game. That's crazy. And he's 33rd in red zone touches. So I'm not even sure how that works out. Like how do you not get your best players' hands on the ball in the red zone?
Yeah, I mean that's why I had started out looking at Dalton like quarterback.
You breaking up a bit.
Yeah, he do that on purpose so you don't get out information.
No. Now I was saying, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Now I was saying I was looking at this game and I was looking at Andy Dalton in my DFS because he was one of the cheaper quarterbacks. But then after looking at the Falcons a little bit more, I don't think because I was gonna go with a Andy Dalton, Kamara, Olave stack, but I went away from it because I don't know. I just couldn't find. I like to pair somebody on the other team, and I couldn't find them. I don't think Drake London is gonna really go off. So, because the way I like to stack, I like to it just wasn't working out. So I ended up dropping that. But they could definitely do something.
Yeah, I mean, we know Atlanta is definitely suspect when it comes to their pass defense.
Right.
Most people, I think, I know at one point in time they were saying that basically Atlanta was giving up like the top performances amongst all QBs.
Yeah, but that kind of fell off though. I don't think they still I think they got better.
I think they got better with Ritter. Ritter's gonna be a whole different.
So it says since week 10, the Falcons are 22nd, ranked 22nd in success rate per drop back and 26th in EPA per drop back, despite facing the likes of PJ Walker, Tyler Heineke, and Kenny Pickett in that 4-game stretch. So they went against three free agents and still ranked in the bottom third in the league over the last 4 games. So I don't know. The Dalton pick might not be a bad. Don't
be trying. I mean, he's trying to fool us.
I'm I ain't gonna tell you no bad stats.
No, I'm saying he was in my top 3. I just didn't go with him. So, I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna play him in our joint, but I think I may put him in some lineups and some other.
I just like I said, the way I like to stack, I just didn't want to stack with like London. I like to get somebody from the other team, and London to me, I was like, nah, that it just didn't fit my pattern, so I didn't want to go with London.
All right. So let me see. Next up, Eagles versus Chicago Bears versus Philadelphia Eagles. Philly's favored by 9. Over under is 48.5 points. So they said since week 8, Bears have yet to reinvent their offense as they're 29th in pace of play and have the highest rush rate in the league. Eagles.
For the Bears or the Eagles?
This is the Bears.
Okay.
However, the Eagles over the last 7 games are 5th in pace of play and are passing more now. They're 15th over the last 7 games. I mean, I think we know Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts, right? They going Justin Fields going to give you all this production on rushing. Jalen Hurts can give you a little bit of both. Give a good mix. They said since week 10, Chicago has been a 31st in success rate per drop back, 32nd. Man, they are bottom 1 and 2, and success rate per drop back, EPA per drop back, and 31st in yards per attempt. So man, Jalen Hurts, if you can afford to get him into your lineups, this might be the spot.
I got Chicago.
Say again.
I got Chicago beating them.
What?
I mean, look, if they can run the ball like Washington did at that time, and they just can't stop. They don't. You know what? They don't sound right because they don't have a defense like Washington. So I don't see that happening. Washington has good defense.
I mean, every time, man, when Jose come up with a sleeper pick, you got to pay attention. Give you one of those crazy joints.
I just think that okay, the defense go against Justin Fields all day, just like they go against Hurts, but Justin Fields runs a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think their defense ain't that bad. The defense can get at them. You know, I don't know about the receivers. I don't know if they can block the receivers, but their defense good. I don't know. I got a feeling that they're gonna beat them.
Man,
I don't know if it's personal or not.
Well, I hope it's 2 touchdowns to commit.
Yeah, I see commit going off in this game.
So Miles Sanders, who's 12th in fantasy this year in points. This says since week 10, Chicago's 25th in rushing success rate, 26th in rushing yards per game, 25th in EPA per rush, 29th in explosive run rate allowed. Man, they're gonna kill Chicago defense.
Hold on, when you say, say that again now.
So basically, they are Chicago's defense is week 10 ranks 25th in rushing success rate.
Oh, got you.
26th in rushing yards.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna destroy.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that's what I think gonna happen. I think they're gonna run all over. And but I think Justin Fields gonna do his thing. I'm hoping they go to Komet. He don't just drop 40 points because I'm playing against him. But I got this as what's the over under on this one?
48.5 points.
48.
So they calling a lot of points in this one. Philly favored by 9.
Yeah, I'm saying it. Yeah, I like the over in that.
They say Cole Kmet last 4 games has a 27% target share, 40% end zone target share, and 68% route run rate. And it says he's averaging 55.5 yards a game. And it says low and tight end 1 with a rough matchup. Eagles are 5th and DVOA holding tight ends to the 6th lowest catch rate and 7th lowest receiving yards per game. But look, who else are you gonna throw to though? Like,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like a sneaky play would be like Pettis, because Claypool is out. So. But I don't know who else is the wide receivers besides
the wide receiver from Patriots. He's number 1, I think.
Who's that?
He was a first round pick. From the Patriots. They traded him. What's his name? But I think he's gonna go off and.
All right, man. Look, next up, just not sure what to make of this game, right? Because you got New York Jets, unfortunately starting Zach Wilson, and they have a great defense. They're going against the Lions, who's been on fire, and who does not have a defense. Other than that, their run defense has been fairly decent lately. Jets are favored by 0.5 point. Over under is 44.5. And pace of play, the Lions are 6th in neutral pace, operating in a run balance offense. But the Jets are 11th in neutral pace and 7th in neutral pass rate. However, Mike White won't be playing this week, so don't think you can start any. I don't think you can safely start anybody from the Jets passing game. So
you know what?
I think you can.
Who you gonna say, Jose?
Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore, and then I think Coughlin too.
I would go with I think Wilson is a good play. I don't think Elijah Moore is. Yeah, I don't see Zach Wilson getting 2 wide receivers the ball, but I could see him trying to force.
Who I'm looking at or who I'm watching is I wonder what Zonovan Knight's going to do. It says with Carter back in the lineup, Knight played 47% of the snaps, so 19 touches and 77 total yards, 1 score. Right, finishes RB 13, but Carter had played 50% of the snaps.
I think he's gonna go off.
Who? It says
Knight. I got him on a couple of my lineup.
So it says the Lions' run defense has been improving rapidly. Since week 10, they are 14th in rushing success rate, 11th in explosive run rate, and 5th in yards per carry, and 1st in fantasy points per game allowed to running backs. And this is since week. This is since week 10. Man, last week we saw DJ Shark had a nice game. He's been averaging 96 yards over the last 2 games.
Yeah, but he's not gonna do that against this Jets defense. They got some secondary. They got some corner.
No, they definitely ball. The question is, do we think the Lions offense keeps humming, or does it come to a stop today? Considering that Zach Wilson is playing and they won't get any help from the offense, more than likely.
I think this is where I think they're going to be looking to Swift and Williams.
I agree.
Resurgence from them. I think they're going to win, but I think it's going to be from the running game, not the passing game.
Oh, you think Detroit going to win?
Huh?
You think Detroit's going to win?
I think Detroit going to win. Yeah, I think Detroit going to win. I think it's going to be.
I think Jets going to win.
You always think the Jets going to win.
I know, right? I don't think you picked against the Jets all year.
I have picked it. I might not said it on line, but I have picked against the Jets.
Yeah, I don't see them winning with Zach Wilson. I think he's terrible.
I think look, it ain't no think about it. He's showing he's terrible. Like
right. Yeah.
I think he learned from his mistakes. I'm gonna say that.
Look, you must
be optimistic.
He didn't start this year. He got a chance to sit and learn and got in the game and stunk.
Right.
Yeah, but he mentioned somebody and all this whole teammates put Mike White's picture up. So he got a little motivation. He got a little humbleness that he's coming out with. He's gonna listen to what. So if Garrett Wilson say, "Hey, throw me the ball," gotcha.
Man,
all coming to you, sir.
Good luck with that. I'm just letting you know right now. If in my DFS lineup for Antonio's joint, if you see a Jets playing there, just know I ran out of money.
And just think about it, right? He has to prove himself. He has to get the team buy-in. So what's he going to do? He's going to have to listen to everybody and just do it.
Sometimes, man, he loves the team. He loves the team.
Look, that's like saying, what's my boy name from? He used to play with Philly, but he's with Brooklyn Nine, Simmons.
Yeah.
Like how many years are we saying? Like he got to prove that he can still play. He got to prove he can do such and such. Man, at some point in time, you just ain't got it. Like, it's like you can want to prove it, need to prove it all you want, but sometimes, how you say on Fire Heartbeats? You ain't got it. He said you can't get it because you ain't got it.
Right.
Let's see. Next up, who we got? Oh man, these are some stinky games right here. Do we need to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers Carolina Panthers game? The Carolina favored by 2.5. Over under is 38.5. We got Mitch Trubisky versus Sam Darnold. We already talked about Carolina's backfield, right? In week 14, Deontay Foreman had 21 rushing attempts. Chuba,
Good though.
Yeah, man, I'm straight.
Chuba had
Don't
14.
talk to me about no Carolina. I'm not playing any of those players. Sorry, I just had to put my 2 cents on that one.
Black Shea got 4 carries. And man, you got Mitch Trubisky playing more than likely, and Pickens and Deontay Johnson they haven't done much. DJ Moore has benefited with Sam Darnold being back there with 25% target share, 40% end zone share. You see Carolina.
I like Najee Harris in this one.
I can see that because he's a standalone running back. So I'm hoping that it says since week 10 he's been RB16 with 17 and a half touches, 80 yards rushing, and has managed at least 18 touches in 3 of his last 5 games with 4 touchdowns. So let's see. Oh, and then also I like Frymouth, right? It says 22% target share, 20% end zone share, 70% route run. And it says Carolina has been a difficult matchup for tight ends, though. However, ranking 11th in DVOA, 12th in yards per reception, and 9th in fantasy points per game.
Is he hurt?
It's from he had been listed on the injury report a few times. Let me see what they got him listed as today. Right now, it says good to go after limited practice. It says he doesn't carry any injury designation in the Sunday's game against the Panthers. He had 1 limited practice after 2 missed sessions this week. So he did get a chance to practice on a limited basis. Let's see, man. Oh man, this the game. This might be the game of the week. Cowboys versus Jacksonville Jaguars. Look, I don't know. We can't. I say game of the week, but I guess the Minnesota Indianapolis game it turned out to be the game of the week. But from a paper standpoint, this Cowboys Jacksonville Jaguars game seems to be be the most competitive, most exciting game outside of the.
I don't know why. I don't know why people. I don't see that.
You don't see Cowboys Jacksonville. So it says
no, I don't see it either.
Yeah, Cowboys is all defense and run to me. Dak ain't really went off. He ain't gave you those 3 touchdown, 300-yard games. You know what I mean? So, Trevor Lawrence banged up. I mean, I don't know. I heard some people saying this could be the game of the week, but I don't have any players out of here. But
so it says Dak has. I didn't realize he had 0 300-yard passing games this season so far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They lean on the defense and the run, So I just don't see it being like a whole bunch of points, And I see, Dallas getting an easy, like 21-14 win or something like that.
Let me see. It says since week 10, Dallas is 9th in success rate per drop back, 7th in passing yards per game, 4th in EPA per drop back, and 7th in explosive pass rate allowed. Right, so that's why I was kind of iffy on Lawrence, man. I was like, Dallas's pass defense has been solid. It's their run defense.
What happened last week?
You said what happened last week?
Yeah, man. What's the name? Chris Moore went off on them.
Yeah, man. Like it's one of those things where you got what's the name came back in the game? Didn't he start? Was his first start back in the fold? The quarterback who got benched not too long ago. That was his first game back.
Oh, Mills,
yeah. Oh man, so we got a question. Somebody asked, Jose Vega asked, I guess it's sit one between Zeke Elliott, Connor, or Donovan Knight. I'm going Knight. What you say, Terrence?
Well, you got to start Connor. Oh man, yeah, between Zonovan Knight and Elliott, yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I would say just roll with Elliott. Roll with Elliott. You know, Dallas run game. You know, he got a better chance to get you in the end zone. 60, 60 in the end zone is probably his floor. So yeah, you
Yeah,
got to sit Zonovan Knight.
I think I'm gonna go with Zonovan, even though I like Zonovan, but Connor going against he's basically the only real good red zone weapon, and Elliott, I think he's gonna get his touchdown share. So that's tough, man. You got good running backs. I got to go with Elliott and Connor.
Yeah.
So it says, let's see, it says Jacksonville since week 10 has been 19th in rushing success rate, 24th in rushing yards per game, and 21st in explosive run rate allowed. So the opportunity is there, especially with Pollard really getting his doing his damage to the passing game. The person I have a big question mark on is Travis Etienne. He said he's not had a top 24 running. He's not finished the top 20 in the top 24 or scored a touchdown since week 9. He missed nearly all of week 12 due to injury, and then faced a buzzsaw of tough matchups with Detroit and Tennessee. He still gets more than 87% and 73% of the snaps played in the last 2 games. And so he's been healthy, but and right now since week 10, Dallas is 4th in rushing success rate, 18th in rushing yards per game, and 17th in explosive run rate allowed. So they basically middle of the pack, top half of defenses in terms of rushing. But they have fourth. That number one number that sticks out is 4th in rushing success rate. So Jacksonville has allowed the 6th most fantasy points per game to slot receivers, which is where CeeDee Lamb plays since week 7. I think so. Between him and Kirk, really is where the question mark is. Kirk is 13th, is wide receiver 13 on the season, and he's going to be going 76% of his routes will be running against Deron Bland, who had an 81% catch rate and a 75.8% passing rating. Let's see. Then Zay Jones is 31st in fantasy points per game with a 23% target share, 11 red zone targets, and has been a PPR. It says over the last 4 games, he has at least 8 receptions. He has 4 games with at least 8 receptions, and he's 12th in receptions among wide receivers. He's made good he made good use of 98% or 98 targets this year. Let's see. The big question for Zay Jones is does he get shadowed by Trayvon Diggs? Diggs is shadowed 4 times a season, following AJ Brown, Allen Lazard, Justin Jefferson, and Michael Pittman on 62 to 85% of their routes, holding each to less than 20 receiving yards. So let's see. Dalton Schultz. I think was that you? They saying you decided to play Schultz instead of Kittle, right?
Yeah.
And it says right now Jacksonville is 32nd against tight ends and gives up the 10th highest and 10th highest catch rate and 3rd highest yards per reception. So this might be a blow spot for him. As far as Evan Ingram, right? We all know what he did last week. He's low. It says he's facing a Dallas defense that's 7th and DVOA against the opposing against the position, allowing the lowest yards per reception and only 1 touchdown this year to tight end. So I have Evan Ingram in one of my leagues, and doesn't look like he's in for a big game. Next up, how much are we going to say about this Chiefs Texas game? Anything sticks out to you? We know Damian Pierce is out. They got a lot of folks out actually for Houston. Like you said, Chris Moore is the one healthy receiver that they got. Last week he had 11 targets, 10 catches, 124 receiving yards, and he handled 42% of the target share and air yard share last week. It says He'll be going against. Say again.
Who's the other receiver? The fast guy. Forsett. I mean,
Dorset.
Dorsett. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like Dorsett and Chris Moore. I ain't gonna miss out on the Chris Moore this week.
So
What y'all
everybody
think about
Chris Moore is what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Look, the
plan. Don't let me get on there. Let me see something different. You got Dorset in there.
3,900. He's 3,900 today.
What so what do y'all think about the dude Jeff Driscoll, the quarterback who's he's basically like Taysom Hill, the quarterback tight end. Any interest in Jeff Driscoll and Yahoo?
He's a tight end.
He could be played as the tight end in Yahoo.
But he's not a starting quarterback.
What?
So he got the tight end quarterback designation. He's really a quarterback, but I think they just turned him into a tight end. And so he carries the tight end designation and quarterback designation in Yahoo. It says so. Look, because remember, it says last week Driscoll played 50% of the snaps.
No, I don't like it.
With 7 rushing attempts for 36 yards. He also completed 4 of 6 passes for 38 yards and a touchdown. So that sound like Taysom Hill to me. Just left him with 9 fantasy points.
But I thought starting quarterback.
No, last week all 3 of them rotating.
They had a bonanza going on back then.
Oh yeah, I don't like it. That could be. That's why I can't do Taysom Hill no more because it's just you need too much to happen. And I think they happy with Andy Dalton right now. So
let's see. All right. Anything else from this game? So with Damian Pierce out, what is it? Agumbawale, Davre Agumbawale,
Burkhead,
and then Rex Burkhead. So last week, between the two of them, Dio had 8 rushing attempts, 7 targets, and ran 26 routes and had 4 red zone opportunities. Burkhead had 2 rushing attempts, 3 targets, ran 13 routes on 13 plays, and had 3 red zone opportunities. So it looked like Ogunwale is the get the bulk of the carries this week. Let's see. It says Kansas City allowed the second most receptions and receiving yards per game to running backs. So we know
my radar.
No interest in their backfield at all.
Nah, I mean I think they're gonna be down and they're gonna be throwing the ball.
Who?
I hope that Burkhead.
No, I'm not trusting none of those running backs.
Yeah, me either.
Now, Pachenko on the opposite side, Kansas City. I like his play today.
Over McKinnon?
Yeah.
I ain't touching it. I ain't messing with Andy.
McKinnon went off like that's not his proper usage. Like
ain't no proper for Andy Reid, man. Like, nah.
It's no when it comes to running back, he don't have no loyalty.
Yeah.
I got Pachenko. I'm saying it now, Pachenko.
So, do we need to talk about this Arizona Cardinals Denver Broncos game? Considering that Denver's favored by 3, the over under is 36.5 points.
Denver's favorite?
Yeah, Denver's because they're at home. Remember, what's name is out?
Got Duty, Dulcich,
yeah,
Connor.
So what I would say is that just right off the break, Judy's basically the only receiver, regular receiver that Denver has that's playing. So Sutton is out, Hinton is out. So between Judy and Dulcich, and remember Russell Wilson is out. So I don't know. I don't necessarily know if the offense is going to run better, but I can see there being him giving them a different look this week. So you got this a battle of the backups. So Brett Rippon is going against Colt McCoy on the other end. It says, and Colt McCoy says there's 3 games of extended action. He's finished QB 22, 23, and 21. So
you think Do you think Hopkins gonna do anything in this game?
No.
I'm not high on it.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
it'll be
got him.
average. Son.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not putting him in the top 7. Well, I guess you can't anyway now with the performances that went off this weekend.
So, what about Latavius Murray?
That could be a good play. I mean,
right.
I can see him in the top 20 running backs.
So this says Arizona it says since week 10, Arizona is 29th in yards per carry, 23rd in rushing success rate, 24th in fantasy points per game allowed to running backs. So they definitely can be taken advantage of in the run game. Yeah, I'm not excited about it, but I definitely think there can be an opportunity. So another thing, Latavius Murray would be a guy if the money's right that if I can squeeze them in there after getting some people I like and get my foundational pieces in there, I wouldn't mind putting in.
I like that pick. I like that pick.
On the other side, Connor, it says he's finished his RB 19, 3, 16, 4, and 5 over his last 5 games. He's 8th in snap share, 12th in opportunity share, and 18th in expected fantasy points per game. And since week 10, Denver has been 16th in rushing success rate, 15th in EPA per rush, and 16th in explosive run rate. So it's kind of the RB. Basically, he's RB1. So next game up, Patriots versus Raiders. Over under is 44.5. The Patriots, this is another half-point game. The Patriots are favored by a half a point. Vegas is 17th in pace of play, and New England is 20th. Both they have, interesting enough, New England is 7th in passing rate, while Vegas is 16th. It says they are 16th in pass rate in close games. So,
who you picking though? That's tough. This is a tough game to pick, man. I got Adams.
Damien Harris is out. You got to play Adams, and then it says, Josh Jacobs. He says his every down role. He's in a tough matchup this week. It says New England is 2nd in rushing success rate, 4th in EPA per rush, and 5th in rushing yards per game, and 2nd in the closing run rate allowed since week 10. So basically, they've been giving up anything on the ground since week 10.
I like Strong. Damien Harris out.
Pierre Strong.
Strong, the running back from New England.
What about Kevin Harris?
Right, Pierre.
Damien Harris out.
No, Kevin Harris, the rookie.
Yeah.
I mean, he can go either way, I guess. Right?
Last week was both of them playing.
Yep. Strong, and Harris. So last week, it says Strong had 9 touches that turned to 90 total yards in the score. Harris had 8 carries of 26 yards in the touchdown. And it says then we got Ramondre Stevenson. That's a whole lot going on in that backfield. I'm not sure about
that. What happened?
I say it's a lot going on in the New England backfield because both Pierre Strong and Kevin Harris got carried last week, and then they're talking about Ramondre Stevenson being back there as well. So,
he not? I thought he was out.
No, he's questionable. So I'm not touching that. If he's questionable, and you got two young boys back there.
Yeah, I mean, if Ramondre Stevens goes out, then I like one of the New England running backs.
Right. I need that to be cleared up first before I touch that.
All right, I got a question for y'all. Right.
What's that?
Hunter Renfro's back and Darren Waller. Got my answer.
All right, man. Let's see. We can wrap this thing up and get on with our day. Tennessee Titans versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers favored by 3. Over under is 47. We know we starting Eckler, right? He's starting Allen. And
This is one of my points games right here, man. I got the over in this game. I got 50 something points. I got Herbert going off, Henry going off. And I don't know who it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be some combination of Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, or Keenan Allen, Everett, or Everett Williams. I don't know. I don't have Eckler in there, but Eckler getting a touchdown, but I don't have Eckler in there.
Yeah.
So you think Derrick Henry gonna outperform Eckler today?
Yeah, and for me, definitely Derrick Henry. I mean Derrick Henry because they ain't got nobody else.
Look,
like they only way they win the game is if Derrick Henry scored 2 touchdowns.
They say since week 10, the Chargers are 26th in rushing success rate, 27th in rushing yards per game, 24th in EPA per rush, and they've allowed the 6th most fantasy points per game to running backs this season. So I mean, if he don't go up in this game, then it's like they just doing something wrong. It says Eckler has a tougher matchup in that. Let's see. It says since week 10, they are 5th in rushing success rate, 3rd in rushing yards per game, 5th in EPA per rush, and 5th in explosive run rate line. However, Eckler did a lot of the damage in the pass game, right? And so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out because the Texans also allowed the 6th fewest fantasy points per game to running backs. It says while giving up production to backs in the passing game. They say the Titans have allowed the most receptions per game and 9th most receiving yards per game to running backs. So
that's yeah. So regardless, Herbert gonna go off.
Right. Yep. I definitely think that's what that says.
I like Okonkwo.
I was gonna say who you like better between Everett and Okonkwo? Like
I like Okonkwo better because Burke's out, right?
Yeah, Treylon Burks is out. So I don't. Who else they got to throw the ball?
It's gonna be him and Westbrook. It's gonna be him and Westbrook getting the catches.
Westbrook, Akine, and Robert Woods. I don't know why they refuse to talk about Westbrook, Akine. He's better than Robert Woods is. Robert Woods is terrible. Right. At this point in time. All right, man. Let's see. We got how many more games we got? We got Cincinnati and Tampa Bay, and then we have Washington and Giants and Green Bay and yep, that's it. And then Green Bay and the Packers. I mean Green Bay and the Rams. So, anything you want to say about this Rams Green Bay game? Like, do we need to talk about this? Like we talked about AJ Dillon.
We already talked about it, really.
Yeah. And then let's see. The Commanders, Giants. Look, this is gonna let me know if just the same old Commanders or not. If they come out and don't win this game, it's a big game. They basically had 3 weeks to prepare for this game. They played in 1 week, then had a bye week to in this game. And right now, the Giants didn't look good last week. So
yeah, I'm going against Daniel Jones, so I'm hoping the Redskins can hold them to nothing.
Yeah, I got the win in this game. I think defense is going to do good. I think Saquon's going to have his numbers. Saquon's going to be Saquon. But
I'm actually afraid that Saquon going to. So look, so Saquon, man, it says he's not on injury report, but he's expected to have his usual workload. It says in weeks 1 through 13, he averaged 23 touches and 108 total yards per game. However, he's 39th in yard after contact per attempt and 46th in elusive rating. Barkley hasn't rushed for more than 63 yards since week 10, and he's only managed 1 breakaway run over his last 4 games. In week 13, he ran for 3.5 yards per carry, and his day was only saved by a touchdown. Since week 8, Washington is 11th in rushing success rate, 6th in rushing yards per game, 12th in explosive run rate allowed. I don't. Unless last game he was injured in the last 2 games between the Commanders and who they played last week, I just don't see him having a blow up day. Like I see him outside RB1 status. We'll see. I know we all like Terry McLaurin. They got to play him. I think Jahan Dotson might be a sneaky play this week. He had his highest snap count since week 3 against the Giants. He looked healthy. He finished with 9 targets, 5 receptions, 54 yards, and a score. And let's see.
I like both running back play too for Robinson and Gibson.
Oh yeah. So both of them had plus matchups because the Giants give up points on the ground and through the air to running back. So last game, let me see. We had Cincinnati and Tampa Bay.
It's another sneaky big points game. A lot of weapons.
Well, we know Brady gonna throw the ball all over the place, right? So
but is he gonna hit the target? That's the problem.
I think he gonna hit. I think he gonna hit.
He's gonna hit the target.
He gonna hit. He gonna hit Godwin, and Evans and Julio Jones might not catch a pass. Like they not.
Him and Evans ain't been on it lately.
Nope, man. Evans right now is wide receiver 27 on the year, and he hasn't finished any week higher than wide receiver 33 since week 8.
That's what I'm saying. Tom Brady been off, yo. I think Tom Brady. What's up, yo? Oh, my bad.
So Cade Otton, right, returned last week. For some reason, Brady seems to have a better rapport with Otton than he does Cameron Brake. But yeah, Brady's been off, so I'm not sure who's backup tight end for Cincinnati.
I thought it was Hurt. No, not Hurts. I forgot his name. I don't know off the top of my head. He's not really important.
No, I don't know if he's gonna do much, but
he's not gonna do much.
Let's see. Boyd dislocated the finger last week and then returned. He was limited in practice. Yeah, I mean, we know he's starting Chase. I guess the question is between Fournette and White. Last week in week 14, Fournette had four rushing attempts, 7 targets, ran 28 routes, no red zone opportunities. Rashad White had 13 rushing attempts, 5 targets, 21 routes. Ran.
I think he gives you the better option, but they both good.
Yeah, man, I think he definitely. We saw who did Cincinnati play last week?
Cincinnati played Chiefs, I think, right? No, man,
my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it was the Chiefs. So yeah, I think Joe Burrow is in for an opportunity, man, because right now, Tampa Bay got murdered last.
I see mixing going off.
That is true. How was Tampa Bay against the pass? I guess not good because Purdy.
No, not good.
No, so they 27 success rate per drop back, 25th in EPA per drop back, 26th in explosive pass rate allowed. So
yeah, so this is another sneaky game, man, where it can be points.
So I like Burrow. I don't know how much I like. So of course, Chase is strong, but T. Higgins and Boyd both have been injured. So that's the interesting thing to see how they perform this week.
How was Tampa Bay against the run?
Not good.
It says, let's see. The Buccaneers are 11th in rushing success rate, 21st in rushing yards per game, and 27th explosive run rate since week 10. And I'm wondering how much of that has to do with the fact that they get passed on so easily. So that'll be interesting. Let me see.
Yeah, so that's my games I'm looking at. All right. So when I come out and y'all see my players, don't be like, "Oh, you ain't even mention that." I'm looking at.
This is the first game you said looking at.
Tampa Bay, Cincinnati.
Nah, he said he was looking at that.
Philly, Chicago, and Tennessee.
He said you like Tennessee Chargers.
So, yeah, those are my 3 teams I've been looking at.
Jose gonna have the same. Jose gonna have the same lineup.
I can show you my lineup right now. I'll send you my lineup right now.
I don't want to see your lineup.
No, because I got.
No,
I my
I
lineup.
don't want to be
It's not
influenced
my
by
lineup
none.
for us.
I don't want to be
It's not my
influenced by
lineup for
none
us.
of y'all.
It's my lineup for just in general for other ones.
Y'all got any DFS plays y'all want to give out a lineup? You want to give?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I'm gonna put one out for Yahoo.
Let me see. Wow, let me see real quick.
Let me see.
All right, I'm gonna do it real quick. So I got Herbert, Elliott, Harris, Keenan Allen, Clark, Olave, Okonkwo. Hold on, Mixon and Denver Broncos. Yes, it's yours. I gotta hurry up because Bella has the phone.
Yeah, now we about to wrap up. You got anything you want to drop on from the DFS standpoint, Terrence?
Nah, like I said, Chris Moore, you got to look at him, and then just some combination from those games. I don't know who it's gonna be from those games, but I think those games gonna have the most points out the week, So, but yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not.
Don't try. Y'all even.
I don't know. That's what I got.
Listen. I'm telling you right now. I'm not gonna be psyched out by trying to figure out what I'm gonna play my game. That's
Rodney won the most quiet. Rodney ain't saying nothing.
I know Rodney ain't saying nothing. Rodney said, "I'm gonna give you my Yahoo lineup."
No, I said that's what I always do. I give a Yahoo lineup. So based on prices with Yahoo at the moment, who I have is so this is what my lineup looks like in Yahoo. I don't know. I definitely don't like. Let me see.
He said, "Definitely don't like it."
All right, so why do they keep trying to? I don't want Kamara. All right. So this is what I got. I got Andy Dalton. I got Latavius Murray. I got James Conner. I got Chris Moore. Right. I got Jamar Chase. I'm sorry, not Chase. I got Chris Moore, Juju Smith-Schuster, Devontae Adams, Kelsey, Chase at the flex, and then New Orleans defense. So that's what I got. And I told you
that is a lineup.
I don't like
Rodney
it.
trying to throw us off.
I got Dalton.
Throw us
Exactly.
off.
I got Dalton. This Yahoo. This has nothing. This has nothing to do. This has nothing to do. This is not DraftKings. This is Yahoo. I got Dalton, Murray, Connor, Moore, Juju Smith. And then
you
I
didn't
got
bring up
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams, Kelsey.
He didn't bring up none of those guys up today.
Chase. I talked about all these people. I said I like
Kelsey
Murray.
and Juju. Okay.
You never said nothing about Juju.
Doing, Rodney. I see what you're doing, Rodney.
Then I got New Orleans defense against Atlanta. Why not?
We're gonna see the real deal at 1 o'clock.
We're gonna see it now.
Look, remember this Yahoo.
We're gonna see the real deal at 1 o'clock.
What's the difference between Yahoo and
exactly.
DMK?
It's based on price.
That much different.
No, the price based on price. The price difference. So, let me just tell you this. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's gonna be a wrap. We'll see it 1 o'clock when they start peeling back names. Jose got every game name. Jose got somebody in the lineup already.
I'm gonna use an algorithm sheet today.
All right, so Jose, you sent the link, Jose?
Yeah, he sent the link.
Oh, okay.
So I want to wish y'all luck and all your fantasy except for the DFS joint.
Yeah, I want to see Juju on one of your lineups. Don't be trying. I want to see Juju on one of your lineups. You ain't talking about Juju at all.
Yahoo. That's Yahoo.
Okay. All right, fellas.
All right, I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right.
Later.